Today we decided to explore this old back road that barely gets any traffic. It's fall out here, but that's not stopping us. We're still on the hunt for abandoned machines. And as we're cruising through this little patch of woods, we spot a weird old TV sitting out here. That immediately grabs our attention, so we pull over. And then we notice something even stranger. In the distance, there's a toilet on wheels. From far away, it's hard to tell what it is, but it looks old, and it's absolutely covered in mud. We hop out right away and head over toward the TV. If you know what model this is or why it's here, drop a comment. But honestly, the TV is nothing compared to that weird toilet, so we keep moving. We couldn't believe our eyes. I think it's an actual SKIBIDI toilet, on wheels. The head is there, everything's as it should be, but it's not moving at all. And right next to it, there's an old camera. Maybe this thing has the answers to how this SKIBIDI toilet ended up here. Nope, it's dead. Inside the SKIBIDI toilet, there's this super dusty part too. Guys, if you know what this piece is, tell us in the comments. We walk around the SKIBIDI toilet to figure out why it stopped working. And in the back, it actually has a little engine. It's hard to tell the problem right away. Some things spin, some things are loose, but it's obvious parts are missing. Something's disconnected, and there's tons of dust, plus rust is starting to show up. Not far from it, we find a part that looks like it belongs to the SKIBIDI toilet. Looks like a fuel tank. We set the tank back in place. We twist the cap off, and yep, as expected, it's empty. We decide there's no point trying to revive it out here. We need something to haul it back to the garage. An hour goes by, and we're like, did they forget about us? And then, nope, there it comes. We brought a trailer so we can load the SKIBIDI toilet into it. We open the trailer up and clear out anything in the way. We start dragging the SKIBIDI toilet out of the mud, but it won't steer at all, so it's a struggle. We move obstacles out of the way and roll it toward the trailer. Turns out it's not as heavy as we expected, so we just lift it and slide it into the trailer. If it was alive, it could have driven itself up, but not today. The toilet is a little longer than we thought, but it's fine. We start strapping the load down. We carefully run the straps through, hook the solid points, and lock the SKIBIDI toilet in so it can't slide out. Time to head back to base. We ease into it and start rolling. Friends, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't miss more insane restorations like this. We make it back to base with no drama. Now it's time to unload our SKIBIDI miracle. We're doing it carefully. Last thing we want is to damage it even more. We realize the wheels still won't turn, so we have to steer it the hard way. We roll it onto the lift, set a stopper, and tape off a tube so no water gets inside. Like always, the restoration starts with a wash. What do you think? Did this toilet take part in Skibidi battles? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like. And we're not forgetting the little engine. That thing was basically the heart of this Skibidi toilet, until it quit. The outside wash is going full speed, and now it's time to rinse the inside too. We're washing off anything nasty that might be in there, because yeah, it's a toilet, it's filthy, and there's a lot of rust too. Moving to stage 2, we baptize it in this insane pink foam to get it even cleaner. That pink is so bright. Should we repaint it this color later? We keep going. This is weirdly satisfying. Hit like if you're enjoying this. Wash is done. Time to roll the SKIBIDI toilet into the garage. First thing, we fix the steering mechanism by straightening it with a small jack. Then we tighten all the connections on the problem side and tap things into place where needed. We remove a small tube so we can install a gasket. The bolts come out easy, and the tube slides right out. We install the correct gasket immediately. While we're here, we decide to replace the old tube with a new one. It'll look way better. Nuts go back on, and we tighten everything down. Honestly, it kind of looks sporty now. Next up is the air filter. We remove the cover. It's a basic foam air filter. We pull it out because it's dried out. Now we soak it with special filter oil so it can catch dust properly. Filter goes back in its spot, and we tighten it up. A few parts literally fell off, so we bolt them back where they belong. Back to the fuel tank. Carefully, using pliers for help, we seat it into the correct slots and bolt it down. Tank is installed. Time to check it and pour fuel into our SKIBIDI toilet. We're guessing SKIBIDI toilets are thirsty, so we fill it all the way up. Anything that's spilled, we wipe up with a rag. Tap goes on, and we move to installing the spark plug. Wire goes on, and now we hope it actually runs. Almost immediately, the SKIBIDI toilet decides to attack us, so we disable it with a stick in a very specific spot, and it stops trying to move on its own. It's almost a successful start. It's trying to come back to life, but there are still issues. We pull the spark plug out for a little mini restoration and heat it up properly. We screw it back in and hope this helps. The SKIBIDI toilet starts. Now the RPM is stable and it sounds healthy. So good that the exhaust pipe started popping and spitting little bursts. Yeah, this thing was getting lively. We checked everything and it was running perfectly. We made the final adjustments to our SKIBIDI toilet. Time to air up the tires. We do all of them, check the pressure, and we're good. Just look at how this abandoned SKIBIDI toilet on wheels transformed. We brought it back, and soon it'll be ready for new SKIBIDI battles. Subscribe, drop a like, and now we're going for a ride.